Kind of sucks that you got rid of your PlayStation and then the damn truck broke down.
Yeah, that was literally my whole purpose for getting rid of the PS4 was to get an oil change, which I did, but it was pointless.
Wait a minute. How long have you had your oil change before this happened?
Literally the day that it fucking had the oil change, it did this.
Did they put the wrong fucking oil in it or a bad filter on it?
I don't know.
Because if the engine's doing that, it sounds like they tried to lock up on you.
Yeah, I know.
Dude,
like I said,
you should call them up and say, hey, I mean, how far did you drive after the oil change? How many miles?
0.
After you got your oil changed in the Walmart parking lot?
I got it changed. Well, I'll tell you exactly what happened. I drove it from where I live down to Walmart, perfectly fine. Told them I wanted to get, a high mileage oil change. Have them check my battery, because I did have an old battery on there. Okay, that was fine. I went in, I was looking around in the store and shit. They went out there, they fired the truck up, pulled it up onto the lift. They raised the truck, changed the oil, let it back down, fired it back up, let it run for like 10, 15 seconds, shut it back down. Then they went in there and got a damn jump box or whatever, and they hooked it to that battery, and after that, it hadn't done nothing.
Dude, I'll get a lawyer. You haven't driven it since they worked on it.
No, I have not.
They changed oil in it. They did change oil in it, correct?
Yes, because it's dripping oil, and the oil that's dripping is clean.
So they worked on it and it's broke down. They need to repair your damn truck. Literally, I'm not bullshitting.
Yeah, like literally.
You haven't, literally, this didn't occur to you? You haven't driven it at all. They were the last ones to have it running and it just broke. What made them decide to go get a jump box after they'd already started it? That makes no sense.
Well, they went to get the jump box to fucking supposedly test the battery that was in it.
Well, the jump box don't test the battery tester does.
That's what I was thinking.
You know what it sounds like to me? They started it up with no fucking oil in it.
I don't know. I didn't sit back there the whole time because I just went in the
store.
No,
I'll bet you somebody fucked up, started it up with no oil in it, and the engine started being hard to fucking. When they figured it out, the engine is already fucked up. It already started melting the bearings in it. You got galled bearings. That's probably where the engine went tired. Have you told anybody else that looked at it? Did you tell them what happened? That you just had your oil change?
Yeah, I told.
They should have thought about this. Look, you took a running vehicle into Walmart. It don't run no more and you haven't moved it.
Literally when they got done with like the oil change, testing the battery, yada yada yada, they literally had to push it out of their shop.
They fucked it up, not you. It was running when you took it to them. You understand that?
Yes, I drove it down there.
Okay, so they fucked up your engine. And they don't expect you to have enough common sense to know that since they were the last one touched it, they're responsible for that engine. What most likely happened is they started it up with no damn oil in it and fucked it up. And then pushed it out of the shop and told you that it was running good.
Oh, well, like when they pushed it out of the shop, they still couldn't get it to run.
No. They look. They started it with no oil in it. I know what happened now. They started it with no oil in it. You need to tell them you need your truck fixed. They were the last people to work on it and have it when it was running. And there was nothing wrong with it when you went in except you needed an oil change. They need to repair your truck.
Yeah, like it was running fine down there and everything. Even when they pulled it up onto the lift, they fired it up and it drove right onto the lift.
The last time you saw it running good, they had it Tuesday, right? They had it in their possession. Okay, there
Yeah,
you
they
go.
was driving it up onto the list.
No more questions. The answers are there. They had possession of your vehicle when the engine was destroyed, and there's no proof that for you to know whether or not they destroyed it, because they're going to lie about it to cover their own ass. I'm telling you, you need a lawyer, and you need to sue them, not for just the repair of the truck, but you need to sue them for trying to cheat you. Tomorrow you should call a lawyer.
I mean, you could very well be right. Because that would make sense, because it was running when I drove it down there. It was running when they put it onto the list. Then all miraculously, when they get done with the oil change, it won't run.
And it sounds like the bearings have been spun in. When you spin bearings, gall bearings, literally they start melting, and they build up. They like build up against your crankshaft and put extra pressure on it, because they've started melting, and there's no longer the proper clearance there. That would explain why your engine won't turn over fast enough.
That would also explain why when I was trying to start it, I noticed that the negative terminal was trying to get warm.
Yeah, because it's trying to put all that electricity in there to start it, but the engine's locked up, basically. You've got a locked up engine because some dumbass started that engine with no oil in it. Then if they realized what they did, they fucking put oil in it, tried to start it, it won't start, so they pushed it out the shop and told you everything was good.
Yeah, they even told me that, oh, it was the battery shot. If the battery was shot, you could have still jumped it off.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, I wish you'd have told me before that was literally, you haven't driven it since the oil change.
No, I haven't. It literally has 0 miles on it since the oil change.
Then it's their responsibility. You haven't even been able to get it to start since they changed the oil in it.
No. All it'll do is it'll try to spin over, and then it don't crank.
Yeah, exactly. It don't crank because they fucking melted the bearings in it, running it with no oil in it. I mean, I'm sure it's got oil in it now, because once they realized what the fuck they did, they topped it off. Yeah, you need a lawyer.
What kind of lawyer would it be? Would it be just like an attorney at law?
Yeah, and I got mine out of this fucking off Google. But I mean, even if you just call the first lawyer you find on Google that's in your local area, and if they don't do that type of work, they can get you in touch with somebody that does. I mean, obviously you wouldn't call a divorce attorney.
Yeah, obviously.
But probably somebody that deals with insurance and liability, stuff like that. So an injury lawyer, you can call an injury lawyer. If they're not willing to take your case somewhere, because that's what they do, they sue people. If they're not willing to do it, just ask them if they can recommend somebody for you to call. That's crazy, man.
Yeah, it is.
And they'd have probably got away with it too if they hadn't told me the whole story. Well, I asked about the whole story. Because I remember you saying you were going to get the oil change. And I'm like, it sounds like somebody put the wrong oil filter on it or wrong oil in it or something. Is what I was thinking. But no, it hasn't been driven at all since the oil was changed. So they did something to it inside that shop that fucked up your engine. Yeah. No, it's gonna be the same way either way. Right now, they're sitting there going, "Oh man, we got away with that one." He ain't come back and said nothing yet. He ain't accused us of nothing yet. And you don't need to go in there accusing them of nothing. You get a lawyer to talk to you talking to you.
I mean, and I mean, of course, it was kind of a tomboy, girl-ish bit that didn't supposedly.
Why not? Yeah, why not? Hey, I'd trust Lindsay to change oil in my truck.
Yeah, I mean, that's different. You taught her how to change oil.
Yeah, she's been changing oil in school buses since she was 6.
That's what I'm saying.
That's true. Huh? Not right now. I'm racing.
Yeah, really, because I literally have no way of going other than calling somebody. For the most part, yeah, my uncle, my aunt, my neighbor. Okay, yeah, and I'm fucked without even lube. I don't know about all that.
They didn't even bring the baby oil.
Nothing. Get that shit raw dog, yo.
I don't know how big's your building. Or they probably figured you were going to go raid their shit. You probably were. They don't have any defenses, of course you were. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. So what you're saying is you like griefing people. Yeah. Gotta check this out. Adam takes his truck to Walmart to get oil changed, right? They pull it into the garage running just fine. They have to push it the fuck out and tell him that something happened to it and they don't know what it is. Probably a bad battery. His engine's locked up. I told him he needed to go get a lawyer and sue hell out of him. Because they couldn't drive it out of the shop. They had to push it out of the shop. It sounds like what happens is whoever was changing the oil forgot to put oil in it and started it with no oil in it. Burned the bearings out. But yeah, they just pushed it out and says, you got a bad battery. Well, no damn bad battery.
Yeah, and left me fucking stranded, literally.
And left him stranded in Walmart parking lot. It's still at Walmart in the parking lot. He ain't got it moved yet. Yeah.
I got it moved he won't go back. Spot,
no, he won't go back to Walmart for no more oil changes.
Fuck no.
You know what you should do, though? You should learn to change your own oil, bro.
I mean, I can. It's just that I don't have equipment needed, like a drain pan and shit.
A drain pan? Well, literally, you could use a couple of milk jugs.
Yeah, but what do I do with the oil after I get the old oil out?
After you get the old oil out, you pour the old oil back into your new jugs. You take it back to the parts store and they'll take it for you for free. Just turn it to the parts store. The reason they're willing to take it for free is because they're going to sell it to a used oil company, like for like 85 cents a gallon. So yeah, O'Reilly's, AutoZone, Advance, they all take used oil.
So yeah, I guess let's do it tomorrow. I can get in touch with an attorney and see what they can do.
Yeah, and whatever car you get from now on, just change your own oil, bro. It's worth it to know it's done right.
Or at least not have them do it.
Yeah. I had a Valvoline oil change place, change oil in my truck, and they put the wrong oil filter on it and it broke the damn oil pump. So yeah, all of them places are the same. None of them, the people they put in them damn outfits to change your oil don't know shit about changing oil. Number one, they're forgetful. There's a reason why they're not working at a full service mechanic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what happened. They forgot to put oil in the first car.
I knew that's what it kind of sounded like when I was out there fucking with it earlier, trying to get it to start. It kind of sounded to me like the engine was either trying to lock up or had locked up.
Yeah. Well, it's trying to lock up because you got burned out bearings in there now.
But I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do if they want me to somehow prove that they did that.
Well, normally, a lawyer that takes on a case like that will have somebody that they call to do the investigation on to look at the parts themselves. And basically, all they're going to do is
To like take it apart and look at it for themselves.
Yeah. And to do what you need done for that, you can literally take it apart and look at it, and since you're not actually repairing anything, just to look at it, you probably pull the bearing caps off that crankshaft in 45 minutes with the right tool.
I mean, that all makes sense. Since you said something about that, yeah, it definitely makes sense.
Yeah. Dude, I got news for you. My ass would have been responsible for a vehicle that came in the shop running and had to be pushed out. That would have been on me.
Yeah, because you're a responsible mechanic.
No, it would have been on me regardless, because the shop would have said it's on you. I'm not saying that I personally would have put it on me, which I would, but no, any shop I've ever worked for would have put it on me.
And that dude that worked on it today would have been correct if he said it was something internal. That is internal.
Yeah.
Did you know you had a damn car at one time and you took it somewhere and they wound up fucking it up or something? You needed a new engine?
Yeah. I just told you.
I thought you
because of the warranty I had on my truck, the truck wouldn't be covered if I did my own oil change. I had to take it to a place who had insurance and this and that for fucking up stuff, right? So I had to have a receipt from a place that does oil changes. So I took it to Valvoline. They put the wrong oil filter on the truck and it broke the fucking oil pump. Like literally, instead of the V8 oil filter that they were supposed to put on there, they put a V6 oil filter on there that didn't have as good a flow. And it broke the impeller on the oil pump. And then I got that engine replaced, and I told them I wanted the engine with 72,000 miles on it. And the engine I got, they had to jerry-rig to get it to run because they bought a really cheap engine with like 300,000 fucking miles on it and put in my damn truck. And then I made them pay me cash money for reimbursing everything I paid them. So I paid them with the insurance. With what the insurance paid and I paid, they got $10,000. So I got a check back for $10,000. It just took me 2.5 years to get it done. Which I had to prove enough liability to say that they should have checked the engine better before they put it in, because it had obviously been modified to hide the defects on it. And they were obvious once you got everything apart. And when they got the engine, everything would have been apart. So they should have seen it. Number one. Number two, I gave them $6,000 for a good engine, and they probably bought the fucking $1,100 engine they were trying to get me to buy in the first place, and pocketed the $5,000. Either way, they ended up having to give me my damn money back. And I did not go back to fucking Valvoline and get on them for breaking my first engine, which I should have. But I mean, I had another way to go anyway.
And yeah, see, they even got my name and phone number and everything down there, so it ain't like they don't know that I was down there for an oil change.
You got a receipt, don't you?
I do not.
They didn't give you a receipt for your oil change?
They did, but I don't remember what I done with it.
Probably in the truck still.
I have no clue.
That receipt will have your mileage on it, and that would be able to show that your vehicle as it moves.
Oh, well, it's got the sticker on it from the last time, I think, and then I just put another one up there for the next oil change.
Yeah, but there's no guarantee that you were there on the exact mileage for the oil change.
Oh, I wasn't. It was like 800 miles off or something like that.
Yeah. But the receipt, the work order that they gave you when they return it to you, will have the mileage on your vehicle when they took it into the shop. They have to put mileage in. That's a cover their own ass thing. But if you can find that piece of paper, that covers your ass and makes them responsible. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So let's hope you put it in the truck.
I hope I did.
Because that right there will burn their ass.
Either way, they should be fucked because they got my info up there and they got everything. They put it into like a computer. I don't know about the mic.
Yeah, but they can say that those files were lost, computer glitch, all kind of shit. That's why it's good to have stuff in hard copy. See, they're not going to give you any information that hurt them. They're going to tell you they can't give it to you, so their lawyer's going to tell them not to give it to you. So you need to have the hard copy for the information for on the receipt that you have. Because your receipt should say what oil they used, what oil filter they used, what the mileage was on the vehicle, and any other things that they checked would be either checked off or non-checked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I guess I'll just have to wait till I get it here tomorrow and find out maybe.
Reckon so. So how are you getting it there tomorrow? You got somebody that's going to pull it for you?
Yeah, I got my cousin. He's got like a flatbed or whatever. He's on it over here. Kind of an asshole if I'm gonna be honest. He's charging me fucking $50 just to move from there to here, and it's like a 3.5 mile drive.
He's charging you $50 and he's your damn cousin?
Oh, that ain't nothing. He was wanting to charge $100.
What happened to helping family out?
Yeah, that doesn't exist for him apparently.
I mean, I know you sit there and do it all damn week, every week.
Yeah, I mean, if I had a flatbed and he needed help, yeah, fuck, I wouldn't charge him.
Exactly. That's insane, bro.
It is. And he claims he normally charges people like 150 plus. I was like, yeah, come on, that's bullshit.
He don't get a lot of customers, Dan.
What about a lot of customers?
I said he don't get a lot of customers if he normally charges people 150 plus. But most tow trucks don't cost that damn much.
Oh, fuck no. I could have literally called one of the local, well, I didn't have the money, but I could have literally called one of the local tow companies and they would have came out and towed it here for like $75.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's somebody that I don't know.
Exactly. Your cousin's taking advantage of your family. Evidently, he's used to it.
Of course he is.
I mean, with friends like him, who needs enemies?
Right? Now, the only thing that I was hoping for would be to maybe get in touch with him. Hopefully he had a cheap vehicle or knew somebody that had a cheap vehicle that I could get, have a way of going.
Yeah.
But even then, I can't do that right now because if I call that lawyer, I have to have it as proof.
Yeah.
And another thing is, I find it odd. When I'm in there, it didn't leak a drop of nothing. But suddenly, when I get it out, it's leaking oil on the valve cover, and it's leaking oil around the oil pan. Come on now.
That's probably where they spilled oil down the side of it.
Yeah, but why would it be leaking from the damn oil?
Because your oil fill tube's in the top of the valve cover, right?
I'm not even sure.
Okay, your oil fill tube's in the top of the valve cover. If they spilled oil trying to put oil in it, it would run down the valve cover, run down the engine block, and run down around the oil pan.
Oh, it was actively leaking because when the guy got under it, it was still leaking, and it'd been up there for like 2 days. I don't know what the fuck all they done, but I know when it went in there, it didn't leak a drop of nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, it did burn oil, which I got Lucas Oil Stabilizer, and I put it in there, and it seemed to slow it down, but it wasn't leaking any oil.
Yeah.
As far as on the ground.
Right.
And just like the last time that I had the oil change when it was still running and shit, it caused in Mobile 1, they put fucking GTX in it.
Yeah.
I don't know what weight GTX, but I know it was GTX.
Said so on the receipt, did it?
It said it on the sticker, on the window sticker.
That's fucking Castrol, man. You don't ever put Castrol on them. Castrol's good braking oil. They're terrible for engines. For long run engines, it's terrible. It's a good braking oil. A 500-mile oil change oil, and never put it in there again. The first 500 miles.
Yeah, not them. That's the fucking GTX in that bitch.
Me personally, I run Mobile 1 in every damn thing.
Yeah, it's a good oil.
Yeah. One of the best synthetic oils on the market. Let me go see if my wife got me a sandwich. I'm just curious. Did you get me a sandwich? Okay, thank you. Come on, Gunner, you got to go, bro. Go ahead, get the fuck out of my house. Go potty or something. But you see, with that GTX, the reason you got GTX is because they only carry one brand of oil in their bulk drum, and they like selling that bulk oil because they get it really cheap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So even if you tell them that you want the right oil in it, if they can get away with it, they'll give you the cheap oil. Because Mobil One is a synthetic oil and costs like $10 a quart. But they can give you, if they put conventional oil in it instead of synthetic oil, they're paying like $1, $1.50 a quart for it, maybe at most. I see motherfuckers fucking put that recycled oil in their fucking bulk oil shit. And I'm serious, literally, it's recycled oil. You remember that I told you that your auto parts store take your used oil back from you?
Yeah.
They sell it to a company that recycles it and sells it again. So they mix all the oil together, and then this company will take it, filter it all out, mix chemicals back in it to make it the right viscosity that they need it to be, and resell it. So they literally sell you oil that's already been used in somebody else's car. And a lot of people with the bulk oil, they'll be half their bulk oil will be recycled oil because it's cheap. Now, how do I know this? Well, for one thing, I've had to work out payment prices with used oil companies before, where they come pick up my used oil out of my buses and shit. They're like, yeah, we're gonna pay you 35 cents. No, 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 no. The price was 45 cents last time. Let's go up. How about 55 cents? Well, how about 49 cents? Okay, how about 50 cents? Deal. Of course, I'm sure that everybody's seen those trucks driving up and down the road and didn't even know what the fuck they are. There's a bunch of companies out there to do it. They literally just drive around and pump out the used oil tanks from people, pay them for about a gallon for it. I'm glad I realized that you'd just gotten your oil changed. I thought it might have been like a week or so or something like that. Though I didn't know it was that exact time. But yeah, explain to the lawyer. Say, my car was running fine. Took it in. When Walmart got done with it, they had to push it outside. I had a mechanic friend go and look at it, and he tried jumping it off, put a new starter on it, and it still won't turn the engine over fast enough to start it anymore. And I believe they did something to my engine that screwed it up, and then they just pushed it outside and left it and tried to tell me I had a bad battery.
Yeah, and I mean, it was a bad battery, but that's beside the point. It was something else.
No, I don't necessarily know if it was a bad battery. Even if it was a weak battery, it wasn't bad because it still tried to turn the car over. The whole point being, with that being said, you trying to start it and it taking all that extra juice was zapping the amps out of that battery and fucking it up. So
Well, yeah, that's what I'm
literally, they
saying.
fucked up your battery.
When they when they pushed it back out of their shop, all it would do is click like the battery is dead.
Yeah,
We had a friend to come over there with a car, tried to jump it off, and it still would not crank.
yeah. So you had a little bit of a weak starter. It was worn, but not bad. You had a little bit of a weak battery that wasn't bad until they got done screwing up the engine, and you tried to start it with that weak starter and weak battery, and it didn't take no time at all to kill the battery, get all the juice in the battery. You see what I'm saying?
And like I said, the battery that's on it, it's not it because it's a new battery and it's one of the batteries. It's a 750 cold cranking amp.
Yeah, which is probably
It's a
100.
never start, but nonetheless, still.
Yeah, and it's probably 100 more than what the car calls for.
Yeah, it only called for like 650, or I think it's 650. I know the other battery I had on it was a 650, and it done fine.
Yeah, 2000, 2002.
2001, the Explorer.
2001 Ford Explorer, cranking amps required.
Sport. It's a sport.
Okay.
And it might try to get you the sport track, but no, it's just a sport.
Still the same thing regardless. 650 to 850 cold cranking amps. If you had 650, it was fine.
Which when they tested the old battery, the lady told me that it was like it showed to be like 300 cold cranking amps or whatever.
Yeah, which was still enough.
And it was supposed to be 650.
Yeah, but it was still enough. Yeah, they fucked your engine up. That's all it was to it.
Yeah, and like I said, if I can get a lawsuit, whether we settle out of court or we go to court, either way, I'm definitely never taking another car back there for an oil change.
Yeah. Hell, I wouldn't either. Straight up, be like, fuck no.
Yeah, fuck no. Not no, but fuck no.
Now I'm tired of people screwing people over. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They fucked me without a rubber.
Well, what it was
and
like you said,
even have the common decency to give me the reach around.
Like you said, had a girl in the shop, right?
Yeah, it was I would call her like a similar to Lindsay. She was like a tomboy.
Yeah, but the thing about it is,
real short hair.
The thing about it is, girl in the shop. They're trying. The boss is trying to work his way in on that. So he's ready to cover for her under any circumstances, and just hope he gets away with it.
And I think the way most of the lawyers work is you don't have to pay anything unless they win the case or whatever.
Yeah, that's the kind you need to find. You don't pay nothing unless they win the case. And the thing about it is they're gonna make $4,000 or $5,000 off of it.
I mean, that's still fine. Hell, if I get $5,000, that's enough to get another vehicle.
Yeah, well, like I said, with my truck, I told them give me the $10,000 I paid them, and they can go on. No, you ain't paying you nothing. That's fine. So when my lawyer got finished with them, they paid me $10,000 and him $5,000.
Damn. So that's out $15,000.
Yeah. Exactly. All because they didn't want to cover their own fuck up. Look, you cheated me. Get over it. Ain't no two ways about it. You cheated me. Let me put a wet paper towel around this fucking plastic bottle. Where my paper towels at? I gotta grab a paper towel. There ain't even a tube left on the damn thing.
Damn.
I'm gonna wrap my drink up in a couple of paper towels, soak them down, and put it in the freezer. You ever done that?
I don't think I have.
It'll cold up your drink pretty quick. Because the paper towel actually, the water in the paper towel actually freezes and chills your drink faster. Take about 20 minutes to get it good and chilled. I've done it on a couple of occasions. Today's going to be one of them, though. Then I can eat my gargantuan sandwich. That's literally the name of it. Shit, man, I've been missing you and Kyle. I refuse to do Kyle Arms without you. I'm like, I don't want to get in there with motherfuckers who can't fucking shoot.